Danny Flexen for Seconds Out here with Alex Saucedo, former world title challenger, of course. Very exciting fighter to watch as well for people out there who haven't had the pleasure of watching him in action in one of the fights of the year, of course, against Lenny Zappa as well. How are you getting on at the moment? Obviously, with all the restrictions and the coronavirus epidemic, how are you getting on and ticking over?
Yes, sir. No, well, taking care of the family, taking care of myself. Staying in shape. Staying protected and staying in shape as well. Doing, doing outside run on my own. I rented a storage unit, so I have a boxing I put a boxing gym in there so I can train. So I'm staying in shape. I'm staying ready in case all these things settle down soon. I can be ready, but taking all the precautions as well.
It must be difficult for you in that you've come off a devastating performance against Rod Salka, but it only lasted a round, so you haven't really got a long. I mean, you might have needed the rest after the previous two fights, but you haven't really got a number of rounds in, and now this has happened, so you're going to be on the shelf for a while.
Yeah, no, that's true. I just have to stay motivated and stay ready because things like the loss to Hooker came because I didn't stay ready after Lenny Zappa fight. I was hurt. I took a lot of time off. I gained a lot of weight. Got the opportunity for the world title fight. Here comes I got 8 weeks. I'm 50 pounds overweight. So I learned a lot. I'm very motivated to get back. It was a lesson taught at a very good age, I believe. I was 23 years old going for a world title. It was just it was very it was a very good learning experience. It woke me up. I'm hungry. I am very motivated to get back and get back into the number one spot in the 140 division, of course.
You're still very young, of course, and it's kind of what I wanted to ask you. Why did you turn pro so early on? You were, what, 17?
Yeah, I was 17 years old. I was training in Mexico City, wanting to go for the Olympics for Mexico. I was there for 6 months. I made the team. I came home for 2 weeks. I was there for 6 months trying to make the team. Hard work, going to tournaments, this that. I got made the team. I got 2 weeks off. Came home, and those 2 weeks that I was home, I got the call from Top Rank. Got the call from Top Rank that they had heard that I was sparring Errol Spence or something like that. Out from Dallas, Texas. And yeah, after that, it just, I didn't go back to Mexico because the deal that Top Rank came up to me was very good. So I just decided to go professional instead of staying, trying out for Olympics and doing all that. I was 17 years old at the time. I was in high school. Sometimes I think about it and I, wish I could have stayed for Olympics, this and that, but things happen for a reason. And like I said, now I'm motivated to get back to the top and stay there, be the number one and show what I'm all about because, I believe I let a lot of fans down in that fight with Hooker.
I want to talk to you before we go into the Hooker fight. I want to talk to you about the Lenny Zappa fight. For fans and media people like me, we love watching fights like that. It keeps us on the edge of our seats, roaring at the television. But for you as a fighter, what's it like actually being in there in the eye of the storm?
It was a tough fight. I mean, shoot, I remember, really, I can't remember anything that happened after, uh, the fourth round. That it was that fourth round, the crazy fourth round. I can't believe I don't remember anything that happened. I look at videos and it's like, it's like I'm looking at something that I didn't live, that I didn't like. I can't remember that. I can't remember. It's crazy. I don't remember going through that. And it happened. It's not good, but it's boxing and it was a tough fight. It was a tough fight. Definitely. That's why the change of trainers came as well. There was many things that I had been wanting to change in the last fights, and after that loss, I said no more. It's time to freaking do things the way they're supposed to be done, and let's go.
Tell us a little bit about your current training team and what they've brought to the table for you.
A lot of head movement, bring me back to having someone there, having a teacher there, having someone there, uh, actually there 24/7 throughout a training camp, being there every day, making sure my hands were up, making sure I was moving, making sure, doing one-to-one work, a lot of one-to-one work. Uh, that's why I took that year off. It wasn't a year off of boxing. It was a year off of learning. It was a year off of learning, a year off of making sure I was, okay with the new corner, because what's coming, what's coming, it's real. It's gonna be, we're getting back to the world championship level and world championship fights, and I don't want to come back. I want to come back the best I can. Like bring whatever I know I can bring out. I just didn't bring it out that night because of the things that were there.
You went on to the Hooker fight in your hometown, Oklahoma. Huge number of fans, passionate fans there to support you. Is there any case that the occasion got to you a little bit? The pressure was a bit much for you?
No, no, no. It was not that. I'm used to fighting at home all my life. I grew up fighting here. I used to do like pro amateur fights here, and I was an amateur, the only fighting there with like I'm used to it. It's just it wasn't that. It was just the time that I took off after the Lenny Zappa fight, and my body wasn't used to taking so much time off the gym, and I gained so much weight, and I lost so much boxing abilities in that time. That when I got back to training camp for the Hooker fight, all my boxing, I was training mostly to lose weight and all this, all the boxing abilities and all that. I had lost it in the time off from the gym. That's just the way it is, and it was, like I said, it was a very good learning experience. Uh, and yeah.
Do those kind of issues creep into your mind though while you're in training camp? Because although you know that you're not at your best, you kind of want to put it to the back of your mind, don't you? Because you know you've still got to perform on the night.
Yeah, no, I fought really the last 4 or 5 fights out with Abel Sanchez. I fought like that. Like, I knowing that, that I can be better than, but just like that, I would win by knockout, just come back home, and I don't know why, like, me and my managers and my team would be like, I would be so mad about things that happen. He didn't do this, he didn't do that, and here I go back to camp. It was just like I was just I was comfortable with winning by knockout like that, and it just I just got comfortable. I don't know. It was just ignorance too. It was many things, that came and it woke me up.
But despite the issues you had in camp, you dropped Mo Hooker heavily early in the fight. At
I
that
did.
point, did you think you had him? Did you think that was going to be it?
No, no, no. I saw him get up, and I saw him get up okay. It was a good punch that I caught him with. I believe I have good power, and I caught him with a good punch. I seen him get up. He was okay. I did see in his eyes that he was scared since the first round. Like, he was scared. Like, when I fought 30 times as a professional, and I can see somebody's eyes, and like he was scared, because it's just that I like my body wasn't there, to perform the way I wanted to perform, and here I am proving that back to get back to the top.
I think everyone wanted to see and probably still does want to see you and Jose Ramirez, of course, and that fight probably would have took place if you'd have overcome Hooker because they ended up fighting. Is that a fight that you'd like in the future? It's a mouth-watering prospect.
No, of course, of course. My rematch is what I want. my rematch is what I want. That's not gonna change. Uh, but Jose Ramirez has the titles, and that's a fight that we both been wanting for a long time. So why not? It's yeah. Jose Ramirez is a fight, and Josh Taylor is a fight that I want right now because they have the titles, and hopefully I can get one of those two fights, make it happen. And then, but I do want to fight. I want to fight my rematch. I mean, that's something that's always going to be there.
Obvious next question then. If both Taylor and Ramirez get past their mandatory challengers in Kong Song and Postal, who do you see as coming out on top between those two guys if they ever fight for the undisputed belt or belts?
I see Ramirez winning. I think right now Ramirez is the main guy at the 140 division. You know, I see him being every other guy at 140 except myself. So uh, we'll see if it happens. Let's go.
And equally, Mo Hooker against Regis Prograis, if that's been postponed, of course, but if that still goes ahead, who do you like in that?
That's a good fight. I mean, may the best. I mean, may the best guy win. May the best guy win. There's a lot. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Both guys have shown that they can fight. And we'll see. May the best guy win on that fight.
And for people out there that haven't seen much of you since the Hooker fight, as I said, the Sauker fight didn't really last long enough to see all the improvements you're making in the gym. Why should they tune into your next fight when boxing resumes? What are you going to show that we haven't seen from you when you weren't happy previously with your old trainer?
Oh, you're gonna see everything you've ever wanted to see out of a fighter. I'm making sure if you like the Saucedo that was there before the Hooker fight, I'm coming out very, very, very aggressive, a lot of movement, with power. It's the same Alex, just a lot smarter, a lot more movement, using his jabs very good, using his movements, his lateral movements. Uh, a lot of in and out movements. It's gonna be good. I'm getting ready for what's coming, and I hope every fighter out there is as well.
Brilliant. We really appreciate your time. It's been great to get to know you a little bit better. And we look
Hey,
forward
thank
to
you
seeing
guys.
you back where you do your best work in the ring.
Yeah, man. That's. I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm
Of
looking forward
course.
to it.
Brilliant. Well, stay safe and we'll see you back soon.
You too. You as well. Take care, man. Have a good one. Thank you.
Take care.